Hey, welcome back to another edition of Bayface Brew Review. My name's Alex. I'll be walking you guys and gals through this review for the next few minutes here today. We're going to a local beer in my area, Seattle, Washington, the Pacific Northwest. This is a seasonal release from Fremont Brewing Company right out of Seattle, Washington. This beer is their Mod Pod IPA, which is actually a tribute to the orcapods that are still around in the Puget Sound area. So really cool in regards to that, and I'm sure that there's some sort of proceeds or awareness in terms of the wildlife there that this beer is brewed towards. So that's very, very cool on Fremont's behalf. Some awesome stuff already for this beer, getting into the accolades of it, 4.13 out of 5, putting in that exceptional category on Beer Advocate from the folks on Untappd, 3.92 out of 5 caps from about just under 800 ratings, so some solid stuff there. Fremont, if you guys don't know about them, if you're not in the area, they do some really killer beers, particularly their barrel-aged series, Kentucky Dark Star, and then their B-Bomb as well, and then, Rusty Nail, list goes on there, but they also do some just really solid IPAs and pale ales, easy drinking beers. So, as far as the specs of the beer, 7% alcohol by volume, 60 IBUs, down and dirty from their website here, I'll read it to you real quick. 2-row pale, white wheat, flaked wheat, rolled oats, and rice hulls with Mosaic, Columbus, and Strata hops. So some really solid offering, available October 11th through December 31st, where you can get Fremont beer. Leave a comment down in the section below if you want to find out where their distribution is, and I'll write you back. Other than that, let's quit talking and get into drinking some Mod Pod. Canning date 10/16/18. Today's date is the 7th of November, so we're under a month old there, so still very fresh. About $9 for a 6-pack. You can't beat that for a solid rated beer like this one, from what the people are saying. Very hazy in the glass already. Almost a New England-like beer. A New England-style IPA. But really nice. Not much clarity through that one. Some bubbles clinging to the edges of the glass. Nice kind of soap sudsy head there, about a finger and a half worth or so. Oh, just a nice kind of bleach white color there. Beautiful beer looking in the glass. Not much light penetrating through there. Yeah, nice orange, kind of hazy orange color there, almost rustic. Really nice looking stuff. Let's get into a smell and aroma on this bad boy. Nice lacing clean to the edges. Oh wow, very fruity. Big kind of like candied orange, mandarin, Valencia orange. And then I get some tropical fruit notes, pineapple. I get some stone fruit, some peach in there as well. Maybe some grapefruit pith. A little bit of melon. Get some kind of grassiness. A little bit of pine in there as well. Maybe a mild peppery note. As far as the malt goes, pretty mild. A little bit of kind of like white bread, doughy. Maybe a little bit of that wheat creeping in there. Really nice smelling stuff. Very fruity. Alright, well, without further ado, cheers, pros, whatever you want to call it. This is the Mod Pod IPA from Fremont Brewing Company. Oh, it's nice. Wow, that's very solid. Up front, nice malt foundation, very light, kind of following the nose there, that doughy kind of white bread crust. A little bit of wheat in there, definitely get a little bit of the oat characteristic, kind of adds to the body. We'll get into that. Then you transition immediately into this big orange citrus showdown between like tangerine, candied orange. You get some like grapefruit, red grapefruit pith in there as well. Very zesty, very fruity there. Then you get a little bit of the tropical fruit. I'm getting pineapple, maybe like a little bit of melon in there. Also get some like mild stone fruit, a little bit of peach, just like I said in the aroma. From there, transitioning more into that earthiness with the pine and a little bit of like grass clippings, like grass clipping note there. And then you get this kind of like peppery, spicy, it's a very mild peppery note. This peppery bitterness that coats the palate is very refreshing, actually. It kind of counteracts some of that fruity sweetness that you get middle of the mouth there. So it balances out really well, really nicely balanced beer there. Very, very easy drinking. Getting into the feel of this beer, it is superb. It's very soft on the palate, but it has a nice zippy carbonation that adds to the drinkability. And this beer, you know, obviously looking at it, it's hazy in the glass. They don't list it as a New England style, but they list it, you know, as an IPA. Some of those New England style, you get, you know, this almost residual like sweetness. You get some overly sweet notes in there. This one, you don't have that there. It's very well balanced from the hop bitterness there. So I'm very impressed from Fremont how they've dialed in this beer. Very easy drinking. 7% is not there at all. It's kind of a medium, the lighter side of medium in terms of the body there. Very, very easy drinking, very clean. Makes me want to go back to keep continuing to drink this one every time I put the glass down. It's that solid. I say for a grade, my goodness, I'm going to go with a 93 on this one. I think it's an A- beer. It's a very, very solid beer, and for the price point at this bad boy that it was, I mean, you can't beat that. I think this, in terms of if you guys and gals out there have had some of the other Fremont beers, maybe some of the locals around here, you know, I like this better than Lush. I certainly like it better than Universal. I like it better than some of their Head Full of Dynamite stuff that they've done recently. This might be one of my new favorite go-to this time of year in terms of seasonals. This thing is very solid, very well crafted, you can tell. 93 from me, but that's not matters. Matters what you guys and gals think, so you can let me know in the comment section. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think of the Mod Pod IPA from Fremont Brewing Company? What else are you guys drinking out there? Let me know. Leave that in the comment section down below. Let's keep this thing growing together. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so stoked that you guys out there are watching and tuning in and commenting and asking my opinion. I love it, so thank you to each and every one of you guys. I mean it. I really, really do. And until next time, guys, cheers, Prost. We'll see you all very again shortly on Bayface Brew Review.